Toronto sucks. I'm kidding, guys. I just wanted to see if these other women are keeping all of you sleepyheads awake. If I wasn't put in this match, this segment would be my bathroom break. Everyone knows why I'm put in this match, but the real question is, what makes all of you think that you are worthy of getting through me? I've beaten all of you in singles competition, so this will be no different.
First off, Jordana, this is different. Not trying to be on anyone's side, but this is a ladder match that any of us could win. Second, you have never faced me in a singles match.
She's right. At least I had the most experience in WWE, unlike all of you. 2 of you have been irrelevant, and the 2 of you are so insignificant that WWE made a decision to let both of you go. While all of you are doing some nonsense outside of my division, I made my way to dominate the inside, which is why I deserve to be in this match.
Dominate the inside? Are you sure? Was it because none of us were here? Last I checked, you failed to get the Women's Championship off of Regina Heatherson a few weeks back on SmackDown. Spoiler alert, you're only in this match so you can give yourself another shot, which will probably be another big waste of your time. As a matter of fact, since your career has been longer than mine, how much have you actually accomplished since we left, Rhea? Because from what I know, among all of us, I'm the only woman in this match that has won Money in the Bank. I may not be able to pin all of you, but I can sure as hell keep you ladies down and be the first woman to become Miss Money in the Bank twice.
Actually, you'd be the second.
Let me rephrase. I will be the first woman to actually climb the ladder and unhook the briefcase without any assistance twice, and I will also be the first woman to cash it in twice.
Hey, are you going to keep bragging about yourself, or are you going to give me a chance to speak?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you wouldn't have much to talk about, considering the amount of accomplishments you've made throughout your time here, the biggest one being your main roster debut. Since you want to speak, Tegan, why don't you talk about what you've been doing since?
Well,
It doesn't matter what you've been doing since. It never did and never will. All of you are like pieces of dirt that managed to bypass the filter. I'm the cleanest player of the game, and you will all find out at Money in the Bank when I mop the floor with all of you. This segment is over.
I'm sure all of us here are going to have the same target and goal if they win this Money in the Bank contract tomorrow night. Right? It's clear that all of us want to be the one superstar that will end James Crimson's long title reign. But here's the thing, Seth and Apollo have been here long enough to make at least one attempt. Tritonal, with all due respect, you never wanted either of these championships, so the fact that you are here confuses me. Maybe not as confusing as Buzz, the current United States champion who doesn't even need to be in this match. If anything, you just want to be greedy with all the championships.
Hold on. Me? Greedy? You said Apollo and Seth may have gotten at least one opportunity. But what about you two? How many rematches did you two get in the last few months? Both of you are lucky that James chose to be generous when it came to you two. I never faced James in singles competition. I can still show him what I got.
Both of y'all are wrong. James is not the only superstar we can cash in on. I want to cash in on somebody else. I know it'd be a waste of time to try again with James. The question is, are you, Tremor, done chasing his championships? I was handed a rematch for his world championship and lost. Then I tried helping you because, like anything else, you couldn't do it by yourself, which resulted on both of us losing. Funny enough, you were the person he pinned at Clash at the Castle. So, yet again, you cost yourself that championship, and I know that will be the same result if you're planning on cashing in on him with that contract.
You want to know another funny thing to acknowledge? You being a useless tag team partner. Keep in mind, your lack of leadership and will to help others was the reason why our old faction, the Ascendancy, didn't last very long. You were useless then, and you're still useless now.
You of all people shouldn't say who's useless. James was right about you. You wouldn't be here without your wife. You wouldn't be on the main roster without me. You wouldn't even be back in this company if me and my wife never had an acting career to begin with. Your luck is being operated by everyone else's talent, and I'm surprised that you never admitted that, We didn't want to say anything at the time. You trusted me, and I first formed our faction, so how about you trust me now? You're not seeing the bigger picture here. I'm saving your ass from wasting another opportunity. I don't care if you win money in the bank or not. I just don't want you to be stupid enough to walk on the same path. It's not built for you.
I hate to be the guy to intervene this little breakup here, but how about we go back to talking about what's actually important? All of you guys are dealing with the one guy in this match who has won the Money in the Bank contract and had the greatest cash-in of all time. When I win that contract, I will prove to James Crimson that I'm worthy of beating him. If he can beat Roman, then I can surely beat him. Now, instead of hearing whatever else you guys have to say, how about we hear it from Apollo Crews? What are you planning to do with that contract if you win it tomorrow night?
I appreciate that, Seth, but instead wasting time to stir more drama, I would rather save my promises for tomorrow night at Money in the Bank.
Where do I even begin with you two? Two of the most stubborn part-timers in WWE history. You know, I feel bad for all the full-timers in the back that probably hesitates to even ask for a shot at this because their spots are always occupied by those who are only going to be here once or twice a month. What's even the excuse here? Are you guys too lazy to work? Why stick around?
Look, buddy, I don't know why you act like this industry will do you justice for the rest of your life, but when you have other shit to worrying about, you would rather make more time for that than worrying about every weak-ass superstars in the back. Everyone back there, I can flick them off my shoulder. Why waste time on that when I can worrying about other things like family? Speaking of which, how is your family? James, have you been checking on them lately?
They're doing well, thanks for asking. I've been checking in on them more frequently than you two have been showing up here.
Locke, don't even try to switch the topic here. How about you explain why are you trying to chase my title when you can have your own to worrying about? We don't even need to have this triple threat match for both titles. I don't care about the World Heavyweight Championship.
Then how about you let me explain and change your perspective, Roman? Your bloodline means everything to you, is that right?
Yeah.
Then as someone who does acknowledge you and your family's history, you have a chance to sit at the head of the table once again but with more power. More authority over everybody across both Raw and SmackDown. You can be bigger than a tribal chief, and the reason why I'm chasing that title is because James is already taking not one but two of your thrones. When I take those titles away, I not only will end up being the guy to end an insanely long title reign, but I will also end up becoming the superior chief, the biggest man at the table.
That has got to be the biggest compliment I have ever heard. I appreciate that. Jokes aside, he's right, Roman. I am more than a tribal chief, no matter how much you try twisting it. You don't own either of these anymore. Taking only one title isn't going to do enough for you. I dare both of you to try to go after the World Heavyweight Championship because when I beat the both of you at Money in the Bank, shove all of your doubts down both of your throats and continue to cement my family's legacy, you lazy sons of bitch will never, ever, get another shot at either of my championships again.
Toronto, Canada. I sense a disturbance in the force.
Your stupid 80s sci-fi reference isn't going to save you from what we're going to do to the two of you tomorrow night.
You mean the 70s?
Shut up. Look, I get that the two of you would say anything to get a pop around here. But to be fair, Toronto would also cry down to their knees for us to show up here in this wasteland that they consider home.
Do you know what's actually funny about you, Brianna? All of this stupid nonsense that you've been saying about me for the past few weeks have been very ironic. You think that I'm a stubborn person when you're the one literally crying about this championship. Do you not listen to yourself at all? Because everyone else here can. You are the walking embodiment of the term bad writing.
And what? You think you fit with the term captain? You two get away with a lot of things around here all because both of you go by the queen and the captain. But when it comes to us, we get thrown to the side by management.
And that's our problem. We made a name for ourselves in the WWE and we didn't have to do that by attacking everyone backstage. I know Cap has accomplished a lot before her time in WWE,
She literally co-owns her own promotion. She has every reason to be called captain. I made myself a queen because I am one of the most dominant superstars in this company. Our names are rightfully earned. We didn't need to be suspended or retired 1,000 times to make a name for ourselves here.
And if you don't believe us, then just wait until we show both of you at Money in the Bank tomorrow.
Charlotte, no surprise that you'd be bragging about yourself. You, Gaige, on the other hand, really want to push my buttons for the sake of your self-confidence? Just so Toronto can smile at something for once? Listen here, you little shit. I can joke about a lot of things if I want to, and I will take business seriously when I need to, and I take my family's legacy very seriously. You think I'm a joke? A Weaver being in the world title picture will always be 10 times funnier to me because I know damn well that no member in your family can't hold a single promise to themselves. You can call me ironic all you want, but I will never be as big of a joke as your father.
If you think my family is a joke, then I will make sure that both him and my mom watches tomorrow's match. I want them to watch the captain and the queen humiliate not one but two generations of your family, all in front of Toronto, Canada.